So let's take a look at the rhythm first before we get into the real exciting stuff. Although the rhythm is very exciting as well because it outlines some of those chords we were using before. We start on the C, which is the flat 6 and 5, which is the flat 6 to 5 in D minor, but then we repeat it. So there's a little variation here. That's awesome. And then we go to the F, G, B flat, back to the C. And we do this again. So that's kind of cool. It's a cool way of reusing the part. And then we're back into E minor after that. So what's so awesome about that? Well, this just shows James Hetfield's rhythmic prowess. He's saying, hey, how do I make this part more interesting, right? Well, first of all, Kirk is playing the fast arpeggios, which of course is a point of interest in itself. But James has to support that. So he's thinking, well, maybe we should bring back these chords, but just elongate it. Instead of just playing it one time like before, we're going to do it twice, right? And then we're going to come into here, right? Just go up here, and then we repeat it once more. So keeping the song interesting is the name of the game, and that's exactly what James Hetfield does. Once again, I will reiterate, he is the Paul McCartney of metal. So now we hit into probably everybody's favorite portion of the program, the fast arpeggio section, right? This is something every guitarist, especially a metal guitarist, should have in their arsenal, is some fast arpeggio. Right? Because you can just play the same thing over and over again and it sounds cool every single time. So it starts off as if we're in an A minor. Just on the 10th fret of the B string, coming up to the 8th of the E, and then 12th of the E. And you want to go down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. It's like a goblin. It's not like a goblin. It's like a gallop, like a horse gallops. A horse doesn't goblin. A horse gallops. So we want to do that gallop. Down, 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 up, down, 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 down. And the thing is, you can play that at blistering fast speeds once you practice it enough. Okay, so we're on A minor, but the chord underneath is C. Now how does this work? Well, the C just acts as an inverted root note. So yeah, in an A minor chord, you have a C as the minor third. So we're just using this power chord to make it an inversion, basically. So the next arpeggio is at the 8th fret of the B string, right? It's rooted on it anyway. And then we're hitting what is a G major arpeggio, okay? So, and we do the same exact gallop rhythm right here. Down, 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 down. Now, what's interesting is we're playing a B power chord, which has a B and an F sharp, okay? Now, the only note that exists in a G chord out of those two is a B. So we can think of this as a first inversion G major triad, which would actually take the Roman numeral 5 and make it into a 3 chord in first inversion. So that's kind of interesting. And we continue to do the same thing down the line. It's a G minor on top of a B flat, which is the exact same relationship as the A minor to the C. Okay? It's like you have the flat third on the bottom. And then here we finally break and go into a regular old A major arpeggio. So that is the 5 chord, definitively. C sharp, A, E. And you want to roll that bar on the 5th fret. So let's talk about the harmony that's happening on the top of this section. Now I'm pretty sure he used a harmonizer pedal to create these sounds because everything stays pretty much exactly the same. And this particular section is set up a perfect 5th above. So that means we go all the way up to the 17th fret and we play all the same patterns. Except the last one. You actually play parallel minor chords going there. So you wind up on a C sharp minor chord, which would actually turn the harmony into an A major 7th at that point. So by adding these notes here, we're actually creating a C major 7 chord, or an A minor 9 chord, right, over C, a D on top of a G, or a G major 9, and then the same deal coming down here, G minor 9 over B flat, and then A major 7. So that's A minor 9 over C, to a G major 9 over B, to a G minor 9 over B flat to an A major 7. Wow, just throwing a harmonizer pedal on there just makes everything crazy. Returning back to the melody, we have now a F major triad, right? Now we're doing a first inversion one, so we're starting at the, it's basically the 13th fret of the high E string, but the lowest note is an A, which is the 10th fret. So we're going parallel up to G, up to B flat, so following the chords exactly as they are underneath. And then we're doing this, a very interesting way of playing around with the C, B, B flat, A progression. So we have the C, C major 7 with the B, B flat for the C7, and a C6 to handle the A. So all those power chords are just now being used as the top melody note. So that's kind of cool. And then we continue on and just play this slight variation back down to that F chord in first inversion. Then a G, B flat, and then we end with a unison bend on E with a tritone resolution coming back into this. And real quick, the harmony underneath this whole section is down a fourth, alright? So if you don't go up a fifth, go down a fourth, and that'll give you the same type of harmony. So really you're playing a C arpeggio here underneath the F, and then a D arpeggio underneath the G, and then to an F, and then we do the same thing that we did on the C arpeggio but down at a G position. So G, G major 7, G7, G6, and then back down to C, D, F, and then no bend at the end there. We can just leave that alone. Thank goodness. That is just a great solo.
Thanks everybody for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and consider becoming a patron on Subscribestar. Until the next time, peace.